of Dia de los Muertos at Mart's Cultural Center. This particular one is me, Cynthia Tom, and it's called Hungry Ghosts. So it's about understanding your ancestral family patterns. So I want to show you, first of all, I wanted you to know that this whole installation is dedicated to my mother, Sue Tom, who just passed. And of course, the curator of this amazing show for 20 years, Rene, Yanez. His son Rio has since taken it over. And so I speak Spanish. I'm Chinese, but I speak Spanish too, and I decided to do this in Spanish. So it's just the ancestral family tree. I had a lot of help making this piece. Chris Matos, Irene Wabawa, Ed Fung, Diana Lee, and Irene Wabawa. Did I say Irene already? Oh, and Bronwyn Shaughnessy helped me. Everybody helped me because I've got knee issues and I couldn't get up the ladder. So just so you understand what it's about, Hungry Ghost, I help people heal by looking at their ancestral family patterns. And I feel like if you want to grow strength and power, you have to identify where you came from, figure out why your family came here. Not why they came, but why they left. So all that's written here. And this particular wall is my own family patterns. I call it stories to tell. The top one's about my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, who was sold in 1923 and brought to the U.S. by my grandfather. Basically, she was a servant and took care of, she got pregnant 7 times, and then he died broke. So she raised 7 kids on her own. The second story is my mother, who just passed away. She was traded for opium. Her father used her to get his opium, so he used to sell her to his dealer regularly from the ages of 6 to 12, and the only reason it stopped was because she got tuberculosis and she ended up going into a sanitarium. And then the last story on here is my father's story, and he was sold at age 1, which is very common back in the 1920s. He was sold and brought over by a couple, a Chinese couple, and beaten regularly, etc. So I put my family pattern up on the wall. So that's kind of this installation in a nutshell. And you can find out more about it through aplaceofherown.org. Again, aplaceofherown.org. But anybody, male or female, any age, can figure out their family patterns. Anyway, thanks to Rene. This is 2018 Dia de los Muertos. Thanks to Rene Yanez for having the vision that allows artists. Oh, yes.